FightHype.com here with Daniel Jacobs. How's everything been?
Great. Everything has been well. I've been outside the ring for a little bit, but I'm getting back soon, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the ring and doing what I do best.
Right. You have a fight with Sergio Mora coming up, right?
Yeah. So it's almost. I mean, probably about 85%. No contracts has been signed thus far, but he's the main guy that has been in the talks. So he definitely might be my next opponent. So we're going to go ahead and get that out the way.
Right. Is there? I don't know how to ask this question, but is there anything to prove with Sergio Mora, because it was pretty one-sided the last time you guys, the last fight?
There's absolutely nothing to prove in this fight.
Right.
There's nothing to gain from this fight.
Right.
I have everything to lose in this fight.
Right.
Sergio Mora, as in boring. He's just not a. He's not a. It's just, it doesn't do anything for my career.
Right.
I think the only thing that he's looking at to be able to have some type of substance to say, hey, look, let me get back in this fight, was that it ended kind of a controversial way. And then it was only 2 rounds too, so it was like, it happened kind of fast. So, he's going to be like, hey, I broke my knee, or I broke my ankle, or whatever it is, let's get this fight again. It wasn't fair. So that's kind of what he's doing to kind of get this fight. But the reason why this fight has happened, because I wasn't for this fight. Right. The reason why this fight has happened, because once Andy Lee lost to BJ, we were going to fight Andy. We were scheduled to fight him. Then once he lost, it would kind of put a wrench in everything. Right. You know how boxing works. Boxing, you can sometimes, not purposely, but you can sometimes be out for a little longer than expected because of, certain situations.
Absolutely.
But that's the reason why this fight is happening. Sergio Mora is in a very fortunate situation if this fight was to be made. I'm looking forward to, if it does happen, no excuses.
Right.
I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, my leg this or my leg that or anything else. He's been doing a lot of talking on social media and stuff like that. I try my best to ignore it, but it's just like I do my talking in the ring. So if it was to happen, we're gonna have a good time. Right. You know that, Sergio. You know that.
I'm sure he does. Now, is there any ring rust, considering the fact that you got Sergio out of there in 3 or 2, and you got Quillen out of there pretty quickly?
Right. I think ring rust lies sometimes too when you're out of the gym. So we've been pretty active, and we've been staying in the gym. And I've been traveling too, and I've been kind of busy, so I've been active. I haven't just been sitting still, gaining dust. So I look forward to getting back into the ring soon. Look forward to proving myself, and then hopefully the next time out we can step up and face someone who the fans respect and want to see.
Right. Now, after that Quillen fight, you're obviously the king of Brooklyn. How was it like going back to, back home and people recognizing you? A lot of people watch that fight, and a lot of people pulling you over on the streets?
Yeah, so I really can't. It's hard for me to travel in Brooklyn now just by myself, or just, not that it's dangerous, but it's just, a lot of people want to do this, and a lot of people want to
get autographs.
Yeah, it's such an amazing thing. But now I realize, wow, it's getting to a point where, I can't do the things that I normally do.
Wow. And so I might have to move.
No, I have to move, but I just have to finesse it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to be a Brooklyn hometown guy. I'm always going to be running the streets and showing love. It's just, it's part of that Brooklyn thing.
Right. Since we're on the top of Brooklyn, I have to ask something that is concerning to me, and I don't know if it's concerning to you, but the gentrification in Brooklyn that's going on, and how a lot of
exactly is that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, a lot of native Brooklyn knights like yourself are kind of being pushed out of the city, and more people are flooding and moving in from the suburbs. How do you feel about that?
Man, it's a good and bad thing. I mean, with anything, there's a good thing because obviously there's more businesses that's being built to be able to help the community and be able to make the community better. Right. But at the same time, you don't want to take away the essence of a community and the origin of the culture in the community. So that's just my word. It's cool to have people come back and forth. It's not my property to own anyway to have a say so. But at the same time, it's just, if Brooklyn is going to change, let it change for the better, but let it keep its culture and heritage and the essence of Brooklyn. Right. And it's been doing a great job thus far. I don't feel like it's changing in any way, shape, or form, other than being more positive.
Right, absolutely.